everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another scrapbook processing video. Now today I'm working with some Felicity Jane papers I bought. I just bought the paper pack, I did not buy the entire kit, and I really loved these black and white kind of hand-drawn looking flowers, couldn't think of the word flowers, oy vey, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of handpick just a few of them and watercolor them. I received for Christmas 2 sets of watercolors that I had asked for, and so I went ahead and used them. I was super excited to start using them. So these are Prima watercolors in the lower left-hand side, and then above that are also by Prima. They're metallic watercolors. So what I did was, in the flowers, I painted in non-metallic colors. I used the metallic colors to paint the leaves, and then I chose 2 different colors of metallic colors, and then I painted the leaves that went with those flowers with regular watercolors. I'm going to speed through. I go ahead and paint, and then I let some dry, and then I start on other flowers, and I kind of go back and forth. And I've chosen these tulipy looking flowers in a blue, and my photos are of my grandmother's 75th birthday party, and I chose the colors from both her cake and also just colors that would go with other papers in this line from Felicity Jane. I think it was the November 2016 kit I'm working with. I am not exactly sure. So I choose a bluish purple, and then I'm going to mix some colors to get them to where I want to be, because I want a blue, but the blue available was too turquoisey, if that makes any sense to anyone. I wanted something similar to the color I already had on the page, but I didn't want it to be too close either, so I was mixing a little bit of the colors. I'm going to do that also with the third color I choose. I'm going to go for something more in the pink family, but the pink that's in the metallic is too pink for anything in the color scheme of this particular line, so I have to add a little bit. I think I add a little bit of the purple, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I might add something else. Nope, purple. I did add a little bit of the purple because I want to make it more of a mauve, I guess I'd be the closest thing to it, a mauve or a rose. Anyways, so I'm almost done with this because I did speed through after a while. It did buckle just the tiniest bit. I just put it under something heavy and it was fine. I did take some time for all of this to dry, and it is so sparkly and pretty. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I actually only ended up covering up one flower that I colored, so for me that's really good. Usually I end up covering up half of what I've spent my time on, but this time I did pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up a little bit here, let my paper dry, and then magically everything is dry and ready to go. So I've got my paper, and I'm just going to trim off the branding strip. And if you're not familiar with Felicity Jane, she always does a full pattern on the, you can see I'm showing you how shiny the metallic ink paint is. It's beautiful. And I have these 2 photos, a 4x6 and then a close-up of the cake in a 3x4. We had a surprise party for her. She thought it was just going to be like her kids and grandkids, but we had a whole bunch of cousins and aunts and uncles over, so she was super surprised. And so I'm just going through the papers. I haven't worked with you have seen me work with other things. This is an older layout that I did a while back, and I'm trying to decide what I want to mat my photo with. Because my background paper of the floral pieces is so busy, I want to definitely have a separator using the pattern paper, and I go with these blue wavy lines. It's just a very subtle pattern. I consider using that black and white polka dot, but I just decide it's too bold for the look I'm going for. I really want a softer look, so I think in the end I don't end up doing a double layer. I just leave it the way it is. I definitely wanted to keep it on the softer side, so now I'm looking at the cut apart, seeing if any of that will work to do as a layer, but it wasn't going to work out the way I wanted to, so instead I'm going to start going through all of the stickers and seeing what will work for Oh, I'm like, oh, yes, you know what I should do? I should add a doily. I think that's my answer for just about everything. This doesn't look right. I should add a doily. And that's how I managed to cover up one of my flowers that I painted, but I do pretty well. I don't cover up any of the others, so I'm super excited over that. And now I'm using that sticker from the Felicity Jane kit, and I believe that says family. I don't remember if that stays or not. And now I'm just going through my flare, and this flare I bought, it's also from Felicity Jane, and it's got the little florals on it as well, so I thought that would be cute. And then I have these wood veneer. Now, I couldn't remember where on earth I would have bought floral wood veneer, and my friend Crystal's like, that came in a Scraptastic kit, because she happened to have the same ones. So I was like, okay, that makes sense as to where I got it from, because I know, I'm like, I'm just not remembering ever buying floral wood veneer. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I'm thinking my photos look like they're floating, so I take the scallop sticker that came with the Felicity Jane kit, and I'm just going to slip that underneath the bottom of my photos just to put like a solid base for my photos to land so they don't look so much like they're floating. And I actually managed to do a pretty good job considering they were it was a sticker, and I am notorious for not being able to get things on straight the first time. So yay me. I'm going to go ahead and stick down that bottom embellishment cluster because I like it, and I don't want to get it all messed up, so I'm like, I'm just going to glue it all down, and that way I don't have to worry about it. I like to do that because otherwise I will dither on and on like I do verbally until the cows come home. Alright, it is title time. I take these stickers for part of the alphas. I'm going to... Actually, I think I end up using just these and then some tiny type from Tim Holtz. That's what I end up using. So I'm going to spell out the word surprise, and then I'm going to use some numbers, which I'm always excited when I get to use numbers because I never remember to use them. And so I always end up with a ton of numbers at the end of my sticker packs. Not that I've really ever reached the end of a sticker pack. They just keep multiplying and growing and never, ever, ever running out of anything. Well, they run out of E's, A's, T's, H's, and then you have to, like, get fancy with how you use them, but I love them so much I don't care. So, my entire title is 75th Birthday Surprise, and we were very happy to do this. My grandma's a wonderful woman, so it was super exciting to do this. Now I'm going through all of my enamel dots and trying to see what colors will work the best, and I think in the end I decide to go with white ones. Do I? Yeah, I'm pulling out some different white ones, or do I decide to go with the glitter? I don't know. We'll find out together. It'll be a surprise for all of us, because I really don't remember what I ended up doing. But I'm going to poke through. As you can see, I don't have enough enamel dots. I'm just, have no choices in the enamel dot area. So, yes, I do end up going with the white ones. White glitter enamel dots. So fancy. Alright, folks, we are coming up on the end here. I do pick my layout up to show you close-ups, and then I realize, hello, you did not do your journaling. Hello. So I realized that in just a second, and then I'm like, oh, journaling. Hello. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay, so I grab a label sticker, and this is just from Studio Calico. I think I had it laying down around my desk area. And I'm just going to write a quick thing about how she thought we were having this a family get-together, and we surprised her. Luckily, my aunt and uncle live on a corner, so everyone could park around the corner. And that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. And if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super, super awesome. Thanks again, guys. Bye!